Life is too short. Carry a .308 pistol. I introduce to you the brand new EDC .308 pistol by Vudoo Rifleworks.
It's modern segregation, this is setting up a civil war! Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes.
BruteForce did it again. By did it again, I mean actually partnered up with a local business in Houma, Louisiana. They went to the drawing board and they came up with something that I think is by far the best backpack gun for any situation. That is the AR-10 pistol. AR-10, if you guys aren't familiar, an AR-10 is chambered in .308. So this is a .308 caliber, 7.5 inch pistol. And we'll get into the details here soon. But as you see it right here, this is why it's so good. Got the Law Tactical folder on it, got the brace on it. This is my backpack gun. I don't have it with me right now. I actually just bought it. It's a Vertex Gamut 2.0. So it'll house this pistol here nicely. I threw an ACOG on it, got a 45-degree angle RMR, just because this is a 3-time magnification. So when you're going down, looking down range, I mean, you're 3 times in. So instead of, if you had a target 25 yards, 35 yards, instead of coming down to a target that's like 15 yards, all you gotta do is just transition over. You don't break cheek well, you don't do anything. So 3 times magnification, nothing here. So 30 yards, 50 yards, whatever, canted here, boom, you got the RMR ready to go. It's just a setup that I'm trying out right now. I just got done sighting this thing in. One thing I will say about this beautiful, beautiful gun, we'll get into the specs here soon, the .308 rattles, everything comes loose when you have a 7.5 inch .308. My RMR now, let's see if you see it. This thing's loose. Shook it loose, so lost 0 on it almost immediately. But the ACOG, I have the green ACOG on it right here. This thing's awesome. One of the best gun shops. You guys are in Louisiana. If you guys are in Fort Polk, I'm in Fort Riley. If you guys are in Fort Polk, please go down and go see Angela and Dylan over at BruteForce Firearms. That's the best gun shop in Louisiana, period. Angela and Dylan will hook you guys up. So this is a custom build that they did with a local business in Houma, Louisiana, and they're called Vudoo, see the logo right here, Vudoo Rifleworks. Lance, I got one of their shirts on right here, they're turning it around. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Lance down there is a one-man army. The guy is a master at his craft. He does gunsmithing, Cerakote, laser engraving, and I came to him with this idea of me wanting a 7.5 inch or shorter .308 pistol. Why? Because it's a .308, why not? I know previously I'm actually gonna be carrying this for an EDC, so this is gonna be in my, like I said, my Vertex bag. I know you guys watched, I did the PS90. I thought that was the ultimate concealed carry gun just because of the capacity. I've changed it up now that I've shot this, mainly because of the power and penetration, right? So the 5.7, it's a very fast moving round, but it doesn't have a lot of knockdown power. The .308, however, you can't hide behind a lot of things in the real world and survive a .308. Meaning we have some crazy people in this world, right? We have people that want to do everybody harm. So if you carry this as like a truck gun, as a backpack gun when you're out with the family, as long as you have a good concealed bag, this is why I picked this. This is the perfect EDC gun. Pull it out, go to work. So Vudoo Rifleworks, Lance at Vudoo Rifleworks, and BruteForce Firearms, we came together, we had a meeting about this, and I just gave them my idea, gave them the color scheme that I want, and they just went buck wild. We'll get an MSRP on this gun right here. As you guys seen in the intro, this thing shoots massive fireballs. Just to reiterate how big those fireballs are, ended up shutting all the lights off. I got a little bit of light down range. Let me show you how extreme these fireballs are. I love this gun so much. Okay, so a little bit of facts about this here pistol. So this just isn't your off-the-shelf, run-of-the-mill AR pistol. This is completely custom build. Like I said, Lance over there at Vudoo Rifleworks has been making these guns, making custom guns, custom gunsmithing, Cerakote, laser engraving since 2017 in Houma, Louisiana. Now this isn't, like I said, this is not the run-of-the-mill gun that you can just grab off the shelf. This is a custom built purpose gun. This is a billet lower, billet upper, and actually billet handguards with 775 aircraft grade aluminum. So even though yes, it is a 308, it's actually fairly light. Like I said in the beginning, a 7.5-inch barrel, the 1-to-10 twist, obviously 308. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. Kind of, oh, maybe you can see it. There you go. It's actually a fluted 7.5-inch barrel. Aero Precision Black Nitride bolt and carrier group. Aero Precision ambi charging handle. And this is a Call Valley compensator. All right, and down here we have a Rotilla grip, and then we actually have one of my favorite triggers, drop-in triggers for any AR-15. I highly recommend you guys check them out. And this is the Rise Armament R434 trigger, flat face trigger. Let me show you. All right, free and clear. Are you ready? No take up. Watch it. Oof, watch the reset. Watch the reset. Oh. Dude, such a good trigger. Inexpensive trigger, maybe about 130 bucks. Dude, if you guys have an AR-15, AR-10, AR-9, look no further than Rise Armament, man. I highly recommend the triggers. I love them to death. Like I said, Law tactical folder with the SB tactical brace. So perfect concealability for a bag, range bag, whatever have you. So let's talk about the coating. This is a custom Cerakote job that Lance did. I wanted it to look like a Honey Badger or the up-and-coming, what was that, the Boombox by Q. So they knocked this out of the park. Beautiful, beautiful finish. Just a really good-looking gun. Got some QD mounts right here on the rails. QD mount underneath here. QD mount here. So you're definitely good when it comes to locking this thing up with gear. And then we'll get into the laser engraving. Now, I am a very religious person. I became very religious very recently, just off my personal life experiences. So when they wanted to build me this gun, they wanted to know what I would like on it. So I actually asked them to put some scripture on it. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually Romans 8:31. It says, "What then shall we say in response to those things? If God is with us, who can be against us?" Just a really good scripture quote. They actually added that on there. Also, they put in an Easter egg here. I love my Philippians 4:13. So they actually hid it inside here. So you guys can't see it, but it says Philippians 4:13 here. And then actually has the scripture right here that says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." So that's the whole build. This thing is just out of this world. I am very blessed, very honored to have this pistol in my collection. Now that was just the specs. Let's get shooting this some more because I know that's why you guys clicked on the video. About 50 yards out right now. Let's see. Thing's nasty. Just rocking that steel. Flamethrower. That's nasty. All right, walked out to about 150 yards. Do a couple of shots and then walk it back a little bit further, since everybody likes to talk about the 7.5-inch barrel and you can't really be too accurate with it. Talk about, since it's a 308, how the gunpowder doesn't have a time to burn all the way through, since it's a 7.5-inch barrel and you lose kind of accuracy. This gun, basically, the reason why I wanted it to be built is it's going to be a in the city limits gun, right? I don't plan on engaging any target. You shouldn't engage any target from 100+ yards because it's kind of hard for you to identify the actual threat or identify the situation. So I'm just showing you guys, this is just a demonstration that, hey, just because it's a 7.5-inch barrel and it's a 308, you can still hit your target we're at 150 yards right now. So let's see what we got. See? I love these fireballs, by the way. Take it down a little bit further. All right, we're about 175 now. By the way, can we just take an appreciation how beautiful Kansas is? Love it. All right, 175. Come on. Hear that cracking? That is nasty. Let's try 200. See what we got left. Got a few rounds left. Let's go to 200 yards. This is why I painted the guy orange. You see him? 200 yards, 7.5 inch 308. That's why I painted the guy orange, because white, it's a hit or miss if you can see him. So, see what we got. That's 3 in a row, man. You can't deny it. You hear that cracking? The AR-10 by Vudoo Rifleworks and BruteForce Firearms. I got one more thing I want to do before we close out this video. Let's go. So I said in the video that this is a purpose-built pistol, meaning this is my backpack gun. This is a gun that I'm going to take inside of city limits. I'm not sniping anybody with this gun. It's capable, obviously you guys just heard and seen, it's capable of shooting out to 200 yards pretty accurately for a 7.5 inch 308. But the purpose of this is, when I had my 5.7, my PS90, it had speed, but it didn't have knockdown power. So I'm gonna link Donut Operator's video down below. He just did a coverage of Fargo, North Dakota, I wanna say, about some active shooter that just wanted to cause as much havoc as he possibly could. And if you only have your 9mm pistol on you, you're limited, and I don't want you guys to be limited at all. You should always have an IFAK, at least a little bit of body armor if you carry a Vertex, Commuter 2.0 or a Vertex bag in general. Always carry some soft body armor. What doesn't help against soft body armor is something called a 308. So I'll link everything down below. Basically, the premise of Donut's breakdown was this guy wanted to cause as much mass casualty as possible. It's in North Dakota, man. What's going on in North Dakota? Nothing. But he wanted to cause mass casualty, and he had an AR, an AK, a pistol, a Walmart flak vest with no plates in it. But anyways, he was trying to go shoot a bunch of people at some fair. He was Googling county fairs, and he ended up stopping on the way to that fair and wanted to mess with 4 police officers that were actually handling a, I think it was like a accident, like a rear end or something like that, traffic accident. And he actually unloaded on them, and I think he killed 2 of them. So my condolences, to the families of those officers, especially ones that are in critical condition as well. But we live in a world where we have a lot of mentally ill people, and we need to protect us and protect our families. So if those officers weren't there, what do you have to protect yourself? So I purposely had Lance and BruteForce build me this AR pistol. That way you can't hide anything. I don't condone any of this. I'm breaking a couple of firearm safety rules. These ones right here. Scenario, active shooter happens. He runs behind some kind of concrete wall that you can clearly see, that there's nobody behind it. So we grab our trusty sledgehammer and we just go to work. There's still more, so. Okay, not anymore. That's why you need a 308, but I got something better. So in the video, you actually see him actually engage the officers, and then once he starts taking fire, he runs around to the backside of his car. So I'm gonna try to simulate that, if that were him engaging you, and you had something like this. So we have a old school Chevy tailgate, and to supplement his dome, we got this watermelon. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but unlike him, it's not that sweet. All right, got the tailgate and the watermelon down there to supplement his, I can't say that because of YouTube, but we got the 308. Contrary to belief on what you see in movies, they're not really bulletproof, especially when you have a sledgehammer 308. think that's good for now. Smells like watermelon. Here's our Chevy. Oof. Oof, not looking good. Oh! Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh yeah, it's everywhere. That would have been your dome piece, brother. So as you see, nothing really can hide when you have the ultimate backpack gun. 7.5 inch, 308 AR-10 by Vudoo Rifleworks and BruteForce Firearms, baby. I mean, come on now, perfect combination. Now, MSRP, let's talk about it. It's what you guys clicked on the video. Oh yeah, it's a good gun, but Ron, how much does it cost? Well, this gun right here, you can pick up minus the brace and obviously the optics for $16.50. So, I will leave BruteForce, I will leave Vudoo Rifleworks in the description box down below and in the pinned comments, their Instagram and their website. Lance over at Vudoo Rifleworks, you made an amazing pistol. BruteForce Firearms, you guys made an amazing pistol. Thank you guys. This thing is by far my favorite backpack gun. But with that being said, I'm Ron. This is the Vudoo Rifleworks AR-10. You guys have seen it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Lead poisoning. Peace.